Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome to today's makeup tutorial. Today's tutorial is just, oh my god, I am just getting chocolate Dusty Rose vibes. I don't know about you guys, but I am loving this look. It is so gorgeous. We have the structured brow, the bold lip, and the flawless skin. Let's jump right in and see how I created this. I'm gonna start out with my P. Louise base in shade number 3. I'm gonna go ahead and carve out my brow. I've already done a nice structured thick brow here. So I'm gonna carve that out, and any remaining base, I put a nice pea-size amount on the back of my hand. Any remaining base that I have, I'm gonna go ahead and tap that into the skin. So tapping P. Louise bases into the skin is a great technique. It traps the air under the brush as you tap and makes the base super tacky, and it adheres and clings to any shadow that you put on top of it. So that's why I love the P. Louise base. It's a shade number 3 that I am now blending out on the inner and outer areas of my eye. Shade number 3 goes best with my skin tone. I know 2 is like a universal shade that they, advertise it as, but I'm gonna tell you, as someone has tan and melanin in their skin, shade number 2 has too much of a white pigmentation no matter how much I blend it. So next I went in with some tape, and I'm gonna put this on the outer edge. Y'all saw that cute tape dispenser? It was a little donut. I got it from Target. I'm gonna go in with this Hip Dot palette. Hip Dot gifted me a bunch of palettes. Thank you so much, Hip Dot. And I'm going to take this gorgeous rich brown shade, this Toupee shade, and this Dusty Rose pink shade. And last but not least, this glittery white shade. Those are all the shades I'm gonna use. So taking that deep, rich brown shade on a small tapered P. Louise blending brush, I'm gonna start to slowly and very precisely make or mark out my shape. I'm going to build this shape up starting with a nice curvature in the crease, so like a half moon or a half C in the crease, and then I'm going to do a nice sharp outer curved V on that area. So just kind of following the natural outline of my crease, and I'm going to get that nice shape. I mean, when you get to the outer area, you kind of got to eyeball and wing it, but on that inner crease, you can just follow your natural crease. Go a little bit higher always. If you don't go higher when you cut the crease, you're not going to see that first shade that you put down. So you always want to go higher on your natural crease. So I am just really building up these colors. Don't mind my nose, I got allergies, I'm sorry. I'm building up these colors, and I'm going to go in with a slightly larger P. Louise blending brush, and I'm going to take that Toupee shade, and I am going to start to blend out while keeping that original shape. I'm going to blend out that nice rich dark brown shade with this Toupee shade, and I'm working slowly and precisely. And then when I'm finally happy with that result, I'm going to take my Dusty Rose shade on a slightly even larger, less dense blending brush, and I'm going to blend out that Toupee shade. And as you can see, it's going to look something like this when you're done, but we are not done. You always want to go back and build up on your colors. You are never one and done. No ma'am, you are not, unless you want color payoff that isn't bold and freaking dramatic, which I know I do. So I'm going to go back in with that Toupee shade, and I'm going to bring it even slightly higher, a little bit higher than the original Toupee shade. So I always like to start to work my way up to being a little bit higher. This helps me when I'm building my shape to be able to stay in that crease and then just build it higher as I build up on those shades. I don't know if that makes sense. It probably don't, but whatever. And then I'm going to go in with that deep rich brown, and I'm going to repeat this process a couple times, re-adding these shades and just following on these levels. I'm going to go back in with that deep rich brown, and then go back in with the Toupee, the Dusty Rose, maybe once or twice until I have the color payoff that I am looking for. So just go ahead and do that until you are satisfied with the overall pigmentation and shape of your shadow. Oh my god, how satisfying it is for me to watch people apply makeup in speeded up motion. But did you guys see the levels to that? It's levels to that, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm going in with the same shade base in number 3 on this wonderful, like amazing, I can't live without P. Louise flat brush. If you don't have this brush, you gotta get it, man. It is amazing at cutting creases. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to carve out my crease, working super slow because I don't want to F this up, if you know what I mean. So sometimes I like to take a nice thin liner brush to really get those lines right on the edge, but today this worked out. I was able to do it. So I'm going to take this base, I'm going to start to pat it in onto the lid and just really get that crease nice and cut out. And I'm going to follow that winged shape, but I'm not going to bring it all the way down. So you can kind of see what I do from here. Alright, so as you can see, I just left the little tip of the wing shape with the base on it, not all the way down. And now I'm taking that pretty sparkly white shade that I pointed out from the Hip Dot Chocolate Rose palette. That's not what it's called, but that's the name I gave it. And I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm patting this on top of the base in the center of the lid. And then I'm taking a small Morphe M508 or something like that. You can see this tiny little brush right here. And I use this brush to really get my shadows all the way to the edge of the line or edge of the base. I really like to not have just base right there. I want my shadow there, so I use that little brush. It's perfect for that. I'm now taking this deep rich brown shade and I'm going to add that to the outer corner. And then to add the chocolatey gorgeous liner to my lid, I used a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. I heard about people using these for liner. I wanted to try it and see if it worked because they're so pigmented and they come in great colors. And let me tell you, it worked. It did work. I don't know if I had to put shadow over the top. We'll see in a minute. I am winging this voiceover as we go along. But as you can see from right here, it doesn't look like I had to put you don't have to put shadow over the top. I'm using that line as a nice stencil to guide me to get that perfect crisp line, and I did go ahead and use the deep rich shadow right over the top of that using a nice fluffy brush. I'm now going to add some mascara to these thin non-existent lashes that I have from wearing falsies for the past 5 years, but whatever. What does it matter if you're gonna wear falsies every day? I went ahead and applied some falsies that I got from Alibaba right on top, and now I'm taking just a nice black kohl pencil and I'm gonna line that lower lash line and then take that rich brown shade on a nice domed pencil brush, and I'm going to start to add this to my lower lash line, taking that Toupee shade on a fluffier brush. I'm going to start to really smoke out that lower lash line. I love a nice smoked lower lash line, y'all, so yes. I'm going to take that nice sparkly shade, give me some inner corner highlight, also some highlight down the ridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. I just love that effect. I don't know if I'm using shadow or what highlight. I am doing this voiceover so late. I recorded this about a month ago and I have had school and just been so busy. Excuses, but I added some highlight to my cheekbones. I didn't do the skin in this video. I wanted to focus strictly on eyes. It is a lot to record and edit, so when I have to add in a whole, hours worth of footage of skin and break that down to 5 minutes, it is a lot. So most people have their own skin routines anyways, so yeah, that's why I didn't do skin. But I added some liner, and then I'm taking the same liquid lipstick that I used on the eyes and I'm going to go ahead and add that onto the lips to give me a nice chocolatey gorgeous looking lip. Went ahead and did some contour on the cheeks and on the nose and around the jawline, and just really wanted to sculpt out and finish his face. So you can just watch me as I go along, and yeah. So this is the finished look. I love this makeup tutorial and the way it came out. I love the cut crease and the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick on the eyes and lips. The Hip Dot shadows were amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me create this, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.